So we're taking a ride out to Boca Grande right now. This is my sunset cruise from Inglewood to an island called Boca Grande. We're not going to go on Boca Grande because that's an island, but we're just riding by it. It's still hot outside here in Florida, but you know what? When you're riding, it doesn't feel too bad. And this is just kind of a cool cruise for me. Not busy, nice cruise. You know, I'm not going too fast, you know, it's just kind of like it's just a nice cruise. So I tell you what, so I just, I saw my family over Memorial Day weekend, and you know, the whole time I was there, I'm like, I want to ride something, and I couldn't ride this thing for like 4 days, you know, and I'll tell you, one of my brothers, so there's three of us, there's, I won't use their names, but I'm the oldest, there's a middle one, and there's my youngest one, right? Youngest brother, and the middle one is not a beginner. He gave up his motorcycle, and now is wanting one, and then my youngest one my youngest brother wants to get a bike, and he wants to learn how to ride. And you know, after seeing them, it's just like, man, I just wish that I could ride with them, you know what I mean? Like on days like today, it's like, man, that would be so cool to ride with my brothers and all that. But you know, everyone's kind of at a different point in their lives, and you know, us three, we know we don't have motorcycles together just yet, but I'm hoping one day we can make that kind of happen. I mean, we've got to wait a few years or whatever, but yeah, it just makes, you know, I've been missing my brothers, miss my family and all that stuff, but like when I'm riding, I kind of tend to think about, you know, my family. I moved out here like 12 years ago, and just kind of been on our own. You know, my mother-in-law lives out here, and the rest of her side of the family lives here. But you know, as far as for me, I don't have any family here, and so when I get to go back home and see everybody, it's definitely a treat. Makes me miss them even more, you know what I mean? I kind of get the blues when I get back home, and you know, I don't get to see their faces and anything like that, and you know, I just get the text messages, you know, we keep in contact. But my brothers, man, they love motorcycles, and I think my middle brother, he rode a Yamaha Bolt, I think. Man, that guy's not scared of anything. I mean, he just got on a bike and learned how to ride. And I told myself I'd never ride, you know, but I'm a little more cautious, I think. But I think he's a good rider. I've never rode with him. Hopefully that'll change one day. So like, I'll tell you a story. So like, we went to this place called Moon Power Sports up in I think Monticello, and my buddy from high school, I actually known him since middle school. He works in sales at Moon Motorsports. Don't mean to be name dropping, but that's what that's what the place is. But nicest people. I mean, they were like, yo, just sit on the bikes, you know, that's what they're here for. And it's just really nice to hear that. But anyways, I was trying to show my brother the bike, and there was 3 Honda Rebels sitting right next to each other, and one of them was a 300, I think one of them was a 500, and the other one was a DCT automatic Honda Rebel 1100. And my middle brother, he got curious. He's like, well, damn, I mean, this is at such a nice price. The value of it for a brand new bike really got him thinking. So I don't know, maybe he'll think a little more, and maybe he'll surprise us all with a new 1100 one day. We could ride together. But I think that'd be cool, you know, taking a trip together and going somewhere. I don't know, I feel like I can take this bike anywhere. But yeah, I mean, talking about motorcycles and thought of having one, if you don't have one. It's all really exciting stuff if you love motorcycles, you know, if you love to ride and all that. I mean, I find myself talking to my brothers on like a group chat on through text, you know, and it's all we're talking about is motorcycles, and it's pretty cool. You know, does it get lonely riding by myself? Yeah, but right now as a beginner, you know, I think it's a good thing that I'm learning how to ride by myself and not with a group, because that's what they all say. Like, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but everyone's like, don't do group rides, especially when you're a beginner, because you're going to want to keep up with everybody, and if they're going too fast, and it's all about who you go out with too, you know. But right now it's just getting in my practice, you know what I mean? Just being comfortable, and every day I'm getting more comfortable, and so yeah, I mean, it's been good riding by myself, but sometimes you know, it's like I want to ride with somebody. Yeah, but going back home was pretty great, you know. My mom and my youngest brother, he's a chef, and they opened up their own Chinese restaurant, and so I was there to support them and obviously eat all their food, you know. But you know, when you haven't gone home in a while, and it's not like I've never visited from the whole 12 years I've been here. There's been, you know, several times, but it's not an every year thing, you know. And you kind of get used to being by yourself, and then when you're around family, it's just like you miss them so much, and you want to be around them all the time, you know. And you know, all you got are the memories, you know. And it's like when we get back together, it's like nothing changes, like I never left, you know. And seeing my good friends from high school that I've known since 7th grade, I mean, that's all a treat, you know, going back home and going back to seeing where your roots were. And we even drove by our old trailer park where we grew up for the longest time, and that brought back memories, you know what I mean? So I don't know, what is riding to me? I don't know. I mean, I think about all sorts of stuff, riding and missing family and thinking about good times, you know. It's like, what do you think of, you know, when you're riding? Hit me up, hit it down on the comments, let me know what you're thinking when you guys are riding. I mean, yeah, I think maybe next video we'll go down to Boca Grande and actually get on the island, and maybe go back to Punta Gorda too, because I really like Punta Gorda. I never get to go there enough. Like, there's a really good Vietnamese restaurant that I went to a couple of weeks back, which got the best Vietnamese iced coffee and pho and all that good stuff. I also want to make my way down to Arcadia, which I hear has got some awesome tacos. Just go on little adventures, you know. Find some good food, find some good shopping. was a cop. Good thing I wasn't speeding. Good thing I wasn't speeding. Well, I think we're past the better part of the ride, just going through that little pass next to Volca Grande. Like I said, we'll probably do another video on just going on the island and showing you guys how beautiful that was. But that is, I mean, a lot of trees there got blown up from the hurricane the last time that happened, and so I yet really still have to go back to see how Banyan Street looks and all that. So alright guys, well, until next time, thanks for riding with me. See, that sunset's gonna go down in about 20 minutes and I'm just heading it back home. Alright, talk to you guys later.